it's going to be one of those, is it?
Sure.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Chaos Chronicles. Technical difficulties, girls, but hello, welcome back. I'm Dusty. This is Jordan, and we are back again for another episode of the Chaos Chronicles. We are discussing all themes this crazy episode of Wednesday, season 2, episode 6, Woe Thyself. It is an intense episode with a lot of information, and we are here to discuss and explain our opinions on everything that went down today. Or not today, but you know what I mean. Hey, we watched it days ago now, but hi.
I
Hey,
actually
how?
watched it last night.
I watched it 2 days ago, and then I watched the day before that, but I wasn't paying attention. Let's be real. Hi. This is a lot. This episode is crazy, and now
This is
craziness,
crazy. The episode's
chaos.
crazy.
Chaos is crazy. Everything's crazy right now. We're here for crazy. Our lives are crazy. Girl, if you know us, you know our lives are crazy right now.
Low key, I honestly think today was not the day.
Today was not the day, but we're here to do it anyway, girls. Girls. The girls and the gays know. We know.
Yeah, ooh, it was a lot.
Today, something's in the air.
Yeah, including technical difficulties.
Well, that's always in the air.
Honest to God, blooper reel.
That's so funny. I'm dead. I can't. Hi, everyone. How are you? Let us know in the comments below.
I just want to. So the episode title was "Woe Thyself."
Yeah.
Who themselves? Why themselves?
Ooh.
Ooh.
What are we doing to ourselves?
I am just double checking. I think Tim Burton directed the last 2 episodes, but I'm not remembering who directed this one.
I don't either. Hee While Jordan figures that out for us, let's get right into this because there's a lot to discuss.
Okay, it's the same director as last week. So
okay.
Angela Robinson.
I think Tim Burton directed the first couple episodes, but then this person probably directed the rest.
I think because I looked it up on IMDb, and I do believe the season finale and episode 7 he directed.
Period. We love Tim Burton in this prod. Oh, not prod. Not a prod. Oh God.
We start off the episode with our dear Wednesday not really being Wednesday.
Very peculiar. Yeah, she's all colorful, bopping and running around to paint the what's the band? What's the artist?
Blackpink, and I think the song is "Jump."
Yes, I think so too.
Yes,
and she's all doing some dancing, hugging some students. She's
and
in
she
color.
Has that green Enid eye makeup.
So something is sussy bussy, but yeah, this is an interesting opener, and it gets us right into the episode. It's like, hey,
it clocks us in with 16 hours, 13 hours. It was basically a time jump, and then not a time jump.
Right, because we bounce back in time, because we'll get to what happens back in time, where we jump to a scene where we're talking about the Hyde attack. Wednesday, Morticia, Gomez, and Enid are discussing with Sheriff about, we're still calling her Fran being alive.
I think it's Francos. Fran.
Yeah, Fran. We're just saying Fran.
Because
Mama
Night.
Mother for real. We are discussing Fran being alive to the sheriff and it being Tyler's mother. So Dora and Sheriff are here in this discussion where the sheriff is shocked that Fran is even alive because she attended the funeral, which then Wednesday states that it was faked.
Okay, so I'm a little confused by this.
Mm-hmm. Why so?
Because our dear sheriff, I don't know, it doesn't she doesn't look like she would have been around when the funeral happened. Because she looks like a younger sheriff.
I agree. That's actually a good point.
So, like, I don't know.
That's
It,
crazy because you're so right.
and that's another thing is she sure ascended into sheriffness quite quickly.
Right. She does kind of look like she's roughly like somewhere in our age
Yeah,
range. But like when did this funeral happened when Fran was in school with Morticia and Gomez, so they were children, right?
they were, I want to say they would be, it had to
Teenagers
have
of
happened sometime during high school.
yeah. So that's actually a really valid point because what?
How was she there?
Hmm. How was she there? Because she doesn't look like she would have been born yet. Or
Yeah,
like if she was, she would have been a child. Like a true
right.
kid. Ooh. Valid. I didn't think of that, but that's valid.
I'm just like, that doesn't make, it doesn't make sense to me.
Me either now that you pointed it
Now,
out
I could
because
be
she does look young.
Delulu, but like, she looks too young to be at that funeral.
I agree because she does look like she's probably in her 30s and Morticia and Gomez are probably in their 50s.
Um, you know what? I'm actually, now that you're saying it, now that I said it, I'm curious how old Morticia and Gomez are.
They look like they're in their 50s, but I could be wrong. They could be in their
I mean,
40s.
in their defense, Catherine Zeta-Jones and the actor seem like they've been around a while.
Yeah, I agree. I
they're,
definitely
they're,
agree.
they're not young chickens.
No, 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 no. The actors are definitely not, but the characters, I don't know how old they would be. But even in the animated series of the Addams Family, they didn't look young either. So I think they're in their 50s. Late 40s, early 50s is my
Okay,
guess,
yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're right. Around 50 years old.
which is crazy. Which is insane because the sheriff, how old's the sheriff? Let's look this up because if she's in her 40s, that's crazy.
I want some of whatever she's doing for skincare.
Girl, please. I want it too. Because I already look like I'm 50 and I'm 33. Girl.
Okay, so interesting. Enid and Wednesday are like 16, 17.
Right.
Pugsley's
What?
14. Yeah, so Morticia's likely to be around 40, 50 to 42.
Okay. And Gomez looks 50 at least.
Gomez doesn't have those good genes. I wonder if I'm gonna I'm not gonna comment on that because I think it might potentially be a spoiler.
Yep, don't do that. No spoilers. No spoilers. Well, at this
But
point, everyone, the tea is we've both seen most of I haven't seen all of episode 8, but we've both seen episode 7, and she's watched episode 8, and I've watched part of it. So, eek.
yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Now I
that's
have more questions than I did before.
yeah, I also do, but we're going to side eye that. And then
Because
we
I know the sheriff was at that other funeral, the one that Wednesday showed up to.
what's his name? Frick. Yeah, the detective guy's funeral. I forget his name right now, but yes. So interesting, very good point, and I didn't get that, so that's a very valid thing. What do you guys think? Do you think she was actually there, or how old do you think she was? Because she had to be like a teenager at best when she went to this funeral.
Now,
And why would she have even gone at that point?
What was her relationship?
Right, right. I'm
Dort makes
confused.
sense. Dort makes sense because he was in the school around that time.
Yeah, that makes sense. But why would the current sheriff be there as a
Santiago?
teenager?
I don't
Yeah,
know about that girl.
I don't know about that either. That's weird. But we're gonna try to get past that because now I'm stuck on it.
Also me.
I'm stuck on it, but we go past that, and then Morticia admits that she made a deal with Fran, and the sheriff is kind of unsure if the Hydes actually left the town, and like obviously, why would they? But it's weird to me that Dorrit was so quickly like, "Oh, they're good, they're fine. Let's talk about the gala. Let's get with the gala. Let's save the gala." And it's like, "Ooh, you're shady. Something's weird
I
with
mean,
him."
we've talked about Dort a lot where we know he's up. We haven't, like, going back to past episodes and stuff, we haven't we haven't, we've always suspected him of something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was sus throughout the beginning and sus still.
He's so sus. And then when he said that and was like quickly on the change up, I was like, something's not right. Because we know the change up is always wrong. And I'm not going to discuss anymore on the change up. She knows what I'm talking about. The change up is weird. Yeah, but the fact he was like, yeah, they're good, they left, but let's make a
Also, how do
curfew.
you know how do you know that Dort?
Yeah, how do you know that? And also, he makes a curfew on the quicks for the school. So I'm like, do you really think that?
No, he does definitely. I think he's like, well, maybe if the like Hydes show up, they'll get stuff done for me.
Yeah,
In the sense of the Hyde will take care of Wednesday. I don't have to worry about her. Let's talk about the gala.
that's exactly what I'm thinking too. That's exactly what my thought was as well. And I'm like, oh, girl, fuck Dora. We don't like
He
Dora in
just
this house.
wants he just wants the money. Money, honey, honey.
He wants the money and he wants the like glorification of the school, but nothing else. He don't care about nothing else.
He doesn't care about school either.
He doesn't care about the students, which is a problem as you're the principal.
Yeah, he's been weird throughout the entire season, but like
Right.
one major difference I'm seeing throughout, even though Weems as principal also kind of was a little
Questionable.
questionable, I feel like when it came to Weems, she still cared about the student body,
Right.
whereas Dort is none
Doesn't
of
give
the
us.
above. He doesn't give a fuck.
No, I don't think so either. Which is well, speaking of Weems, she comes back and her and Wednesday have a little tiff again. They have a little tiffy, and she goes on about how Wednesday messed up again, and Enid is still in danger. And then Weems also states that to get Wednesday's abilities back, she's going to have to resolve the tension between her and her mom because Wednesday's abilities are family tied. The Adams are all tied together by family.
Ravens, I believe.
Yeah,
They
and
they use the word ravens a lot.
they do. But are all of them ravens? I don't know.
Okay.
I
So
think Morticia and Wednesday are, just to clarify.
this is what I'm kind of getting. Female, like, take Gomez aside or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Gomez's genes don't matter in this sense. Right now anyway. I feel like ravens run in the female genes of Morticia's family.
Yeah, I agree.
Because grandmama is also a raven.
Right.
We have hints that Ophelia is a raven.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Wednesday with the same abilities as Ophelia. So I feel like the female genes in the Frumps very much have that raven ability, whereas the Gomez's and the Adams side, it seems like electricity is the power.
Mm-hmm. Possibly.
So
Yeah.
it's just interesting that they have Wednesday. Wednesday is a raven. And then you have Pugsley zapping everyone like fucking um one of the X-Men. I can't remember the one that has like lightning power.
Doesn't Storm have lightning power? Who else? Storm
Well,
does for
Storm
sure.
controls weather.
Right. So she does, but like who else does? That's a good
I thought there
question.
was a guy. That's not here nor there, but it's interesting because like yeah, Fester. Fester seems to have electric abilities. You have Pugsley with it, and then you also have Gomez.
Right. Which we still don't know what Gomez's powers even are, if any, but I do can ravens be male at this point is my question. Are they able to
I
be a
don't
male?
know. That's a good question. Like I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, but right now, currently, since we
No.
only see females in that role, I don't think so.
No.
But who's to say that a male can't be a raven? We don't know.
What was okay? What was the bird that was showing? Was that a crow or was it a
It was a
raven?
crow. It was a
Okay.
crow.
And and then the other thing was too, like it looks like Grandmama has Lurch's brother, it seems like. I don't know
Mhm.
if they have family ties, but boy do they look similar.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
So
just
good questions, actually. What do you guys think? Do you think ravens can be males? Because so far we only see female ravens. What do you think, guys? Let us know. Let us know what your thoughts. And if you actually know, if you're in the Adams family lore of the deepest of lore, let us know the tea.
yeah, let us know because like I'm wondering, can
Me
they?
too. Yeah, I don't right now I don't think so, but I don't know the depths of Adams family lore. So but I don't need was Adams family like a comic or like something a book or anything like is
Okay, so we know that there were the two main movies.
mhm. In
We
the
know
animated
that
series.
there was an animated series, but there was also a black and white Adams Family.
Okay. I've never seen that one, but I've seen everything else.
Okay, and in the black and white Adams Family, Ophelia is there,
Ooh.
and
Tea.
she has what looks to be like light hair.
Tea.
Like
Excuse me.
Ophelia is the light side, whereas Morticia represents the dark
The
side
dark
with the
side.
ravens.
Okay, makes sense.
So,
Which is interesting, and I'll talk about this later, but that's an interesting point. But let's move on past that. Interesting questions. Though this is an actually really good question moment already, and we're only scratching what happens in this episode. So Professor Orloff interrupts and suggests or not suggests but says that Fran had a brother named Isaac and it also mentions that he was one of the most brilliant of Da Vinci's and Augustus's mentees and helped create the life support that Orloff has,
right.
which is crazy. So now everyone knows that Isaac, previously Slurp, and Fran are siblings.
Doesn't um wasn't he was kind of shocked because wasn't he I wa- I could be wrong, but I thought Rolo Oh my god, his name is
Orloff,
awful. Orloff. I thought that he had mentioned he was also at Franquise's funeral.
probably, I think he does, but I think he makes sense. He,
Yeah.
he was a professor there, but which makes sense because she was a professor when she was a student, and she was one of the students that were deemed killed, but were actually in Willow Hill trapped thanks
And
to what's her
yeah.
name? What's her name?
Well, it wasn't. Oh,
It was her dad, right?
yeah, it was her dad, and then she took over.
What's her name though? Fuck.
Stonehurst?
Judy's dad was the one that,
Stonehurst?
yeah, Stonehurst is the one that took them
Yeah.
and used their abilities to help him, which caused them all to go crazy.
Yes.
And I'm curious to know, and we will never know if, and this is just me thinking out loud, but were any of those students that got out during the mass uh let go, I guess I don't know how to put it
The
together, but
escape?
the release of the escape of the patients, did any of them get killed?
They kind of gave. Okay. It was the bounty hunter guy.
Yeah.
He gave the impression that the only problem left was 1938, which is Frank Weiss. So
Yeah.
it seemed to me like he killed them. Like,
That makes sense
and if
because
I'm not mistaken, back to the episode 2, he was digging up shallow graves and
true.
dumping bodies into the grave. So I think his job was find them and murder them and get them out of the way because people already think they're dead, so no one's gonna look.
Yeah. And now that they're alive, but they're
So I
not
think
the same.
the only of the escapees that was missing would be Frank Reese. Francos? Fran!
Well, she was not mentioned well, this is going back an episode or two, but she wasn't mentioned in the main ones to obtain. It was Fester, Slurp, and Tyler, so she wasn't even mentioned in that, which we talked about. But I think again, it's because she was already dead, so they wouldn't bring her up like she's alive.
Right. Because she's presumed dead that they're not like, oh,
Right,
nobody's gonna expect her to be alive.
right, and I think you're right. I think he did kind of kill them all on the side just because they're already deemed dead, and then Willow Hill didn't want anything bad to come out of them. Like, oh shit, these people are actually alive. These people were kidnapped as children and used for this lawn. Like, girl, bye. But so now, okay, so now we know that Isaac and Fran are siblings, and then Wednesday goes to Pugsley and wants all the information on Slurp. He's like, "Girl, who's your friend, baby?"
Yeah. So now, does their connection make sense to you now? Like, you knew that they were something was going on with them as brother and sister,
Oh, for sure,
but
yeah,
you got your answer though.
yeah. We got our answer finally, and I do get it now because I was like, "This cannot be romantic at all." So what's up?
You know what's weird to me though?
What's that?
Why does Tyler look kind more like the brother?
Ew.
I know, but like
Ugh.
he
Ew.
looks more like him though than his actual father.
Ew. Ew. Let's not go there. Ew.
I can't unsee it. You know who else he looks like to me?
Who's
Now
that?
that he's full human? The dude from Corpse Bride.
That makes, yeah.
The
I can see that.
Why does he resemble him? I mean,
Ew.
Corpse Bride is another Tim Burns, so Bride. I know it's gross. But
Girl.
like I don't know, maybe the genes just were stronger in the night side of the family. but
Icky poo realness. Icky poo 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 realness.
like insanity.
Ugh, I agree. Mm-mm. But
Like,
while you look that up, girl,
look at this.
that's T.
He looks like him.
He low key do.
I'm like, what the
I kind of want to
heck?
watch. I need to watch the Corpse Bride again, to be
You know
honest.
what? Maybe we'll add that to the Halloween
I
movies
think we
because I
should. I
haven't
think we
seen it.
should.
Yeah, I haven't
I've
seen it
been.
in a while.
I haven't seen it in years.
But like, I was rewatching the episodes because like I've now seen every episode 3 or 4 times
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to be on top of everything. But looking at us, they look the same.
I agree, and I hate it. If we're talking about Isaac, I hate it, but I agree. And also, their relationship as brother and sister is weird anyway.
Yeah, why does he has this I want to save you complex?
Yeah, girl, bro. I mean, some siblings have their love for their siblings. Baby, if my sibling was to hide, I'd be like, babe, you're doomed. Bye.
It's it's I will say that it's kind of like a hard situation.
Right. I agree. I agree. Okay, what else? Let's discuss. Well, we know that when Wednesday is talking to Pugsley, he does admit that he did see Isaac at the Pilgrim World and helped him escape. So now we all oh my god, that is crazy.
Now that you see like the Corpse Bride, and then I wish I could have found like a quick side by side, but like,
Girl, that's crazy.
live action Corpse Bride coming,
I'm not mad about that.
that would be fun.
I think it would be fun too.
But yeah,
But now we know. Now we know. Wednesday knows that Isaac is trying to find his sister, so she sends Agnes to go look into Isaac and get information on him. And now the episode's getting
juicy.
juicy. Yeah, it's getting real juice. And then we jump to Tyler and Fran, and this scene, and this like sequence of scenes gave me the ick for real, because Tyler's tied up in bed. His mother's like, you should stay there tied up because it's better for you, and then is coughing up some blood. But during this scene, it's just giving weird. Like, why is my mother my master? And also, she's like, do you want this? Do you want that? And he's like, no. And she's like, you're getting it anyway. I'm like, this is weird.
I think there's like a complex going on in his brain.
Yeah.
Because obviously he thought she was dead.
Right.
And now, after all this time, she's trying to mother him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just torn because he's like, yes, I have my mom back.
Right.
But also, if you love me, why would you keep me tied up?
Right.
And why are you trying to make up for lost time?
Right.
Because
Put
it's
that
a
shit
mixture of
behind you.
both.
Put that shit behind you.
So I think it's just like conflict of.
I think they're both trying to.
They're trying to navigate.
But his mom's being a weirdo. I'm not gonna lie.
Look.
Being
This
a
woman
hello
has
weirdo.
been locked in a cuckoo cell. Lord knows what they were doing to her.
True.
So I can kind of see why she's a little.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
mean,
that
after
too,
today, I was ready to check myself into Willow Hill.
Girl, girl, say less. I was ready to check it in a week ago.
But so, like, I think it's just like a torn situation. Like, what is this? What is that?
Right, I get that, but it was still weird. And I think Tyler's now stressing because he's like, what the hell?
Yeah, well, like, why are you all of a sudden wanting to mummy me?
Yeah, yeah, I don't like it. I don't love it. I feel for Tyler in this only instance because oh God, if I was a Hyde and my mother was a Hyde, and she became my master, I could not because I don't even like my mom like that.
Pass.
Hard pass for me.
I don't even like. Did she do anything to? Because don't you have to do something to become master?
Well, he was passed out for so long
Okay,
that
and Da Vinci brother over here may have. Okay.
yeah, I think something behind the scenes happened where now, well, she obviously because she admitted she was his master now, and I was like, ugh. So she gave you the vial of fucking chemicals
I think it
to
was like
become a master.
nightshade or something.
Yeah, to become a master when you were passed out and tied in a bed. That's crazy. As your mother, that's insane.
I don't know. That is weird to me now.
It is so weird, but what do you guys think? Is it weird? Are we crazy? Please let us know. And actually, I am, but don't say too much. Not too much. But now this is okay. Now we're getting to some interesting. Okay, this is getting to some tea relationship tea. Enid and Bruno are having this conversation in which they're both kind of lying to each other because Enid does not tell Bruno about all this stuff that happened the night before, and Bruno tells her that he's been getting a lot of calls from his mother, which we all know ain't the tea. We'll hear about that later. But then Capri comes in and interrupts this conversation and then pulls Enid aside to talk to her about being an alpha, which.
Well, Capri kind of was like, no boys in the dorm.
That too, but Bruno's been in the dorm multiple times, so what now? What's the
I think
problem
that
now?
this might be this is the, maybe it was just that this is the first time she's caught them.
True. But yeah, I think she also just wanted to get Enid alone to talk about the alpha. And I'm saying this now. I talked to you about this. I think Capri is an alpha too. Do you guys agree? Please put your comments below. Do you guys agree that Capri is an alpha? Because I think so. Because this whole episode should be talking about being an alpha so hard to Enid. I think she is.
I think it's complicated. I'm not 100% sold on the idea of her being an alpha, but I will say she seems to know a lot about it.
Right. What is y'all's thought?
Miss Capri has some secrets.
That we don't know yet, which we won't know until next season, I fear.
If she's even back for next season.
I think she will be.
But
unless she dies. I don't know.
I will say
death
is a theme this episode.
Girl, it is a theme this episode, for real.
Actually, this part 2 has kind of been the death. Who's gonna die?
Right, it has. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, we're already 30 minutes. This episode's gonna be long, everybody.
We apologize in advance. A lot happened.
We are so not even close to the end of this episode, and we're already 35 minutes in. Hey, hi, how are you? Okay.
Jeffree Star.
I wish. I'm too fat.
Honestly, I would like his money. Honey.
I like his money, honey, but and his skinniness. I'm fat.
Skinny legend.
So now Wednesday goes to ask her grandma about restoring her abilities. And then Hester tells her, or not Hester. Oh shit, I think it said Hester, but I don't think it was.
Grandmama.
So she was told about the Rosalind.
Oh, Rosaline Atwood.
Rotwood. A legendary raven of Nevermore.
There we
Wednesday.
go about the ravens again.
Oh, it's said a lot in this episode. It's a it's a lot.
Which, oh my God, makes me wonder.
Who knows? We won't know. We don't know.
I'm not going to approach that topic until our Wednesday finale.
And don't. I know what it is, guys. I know what it is. But
In
yes.
fear of possibly spoiling. But
now Wednesday finds out that there's a spell on this Rosalind.
It sounded like it was like it sounded like a Latin kind. What's the Latin that you can speak that kind of doesn't? Is it Pig Latin? It's some kind of language.
I have no idea. It's definitely Latin, but there is a spell on the gravestone, and if a raven recites it, she might give the ability to have a temporary sight of her.
Why does Grandmama know about this?
Exactly. And then Wednesday says F the curfew that has been put in place to go check out the grave. Enid tries to stop her, but obviously Wednesday doesn't listen because Wednesday doesn't know how to listen.
So Wednesday is Wednesday, and she leaves the dorm to go to the cemetery. How many people have died at this school that they need a cemetery?
Many. Definitely many. It's a school of abilities. It could be just like how in Harry Potter.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
People died because of a spell that went south in Harry Potter. So same thing here.
I don't think there was a cemetery at Hogwarts.
Probably not, because they probably sent them back to wherever they are originated from. But yeah.
Anyway. Wednesday recites what's on the tombstone. And she has finally arrived, Miss Mother Monster, Lady Gaga, as Rosalind Atwood, in a very ghostly state.
Yep. Yes. Where she tells her where she does, and say from the get, if this is interrupted.
Kind of like, why? She was kind of like, why are you arriving unannounced or something? And then Wednesday's like, I'm here to get my ability because of. She's basically like, I was told that you can help me regain my ability temporarily.
Yeah.
And then Miss Rosalind Rotwood. Why do I want to say Atwood?
That's
an author, isn't it? I think that is.
I have no idea.
Anyway, she's basically tells her that she can't break put your hand over the flame. Wednesday starts to have visions. And breaking the flame, or taking her hand off the flame, will come with consequence or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I was like,
And then not even too long after that, Enid pulls Wednesday off the gravestone and says, "We gotta go." And therefore,
it gets broken.
They both pass out, wake up the next morning, and they are now swapped bodies.
Hello, Freaky Friday.
We got the Freaky Friday, girl.
Freaky Friday on a Wednesday.
Freaky Friday on a Wednesday, and then Weems shows up and says they have exactly 24 hours to fix it, or else, baby, you're both gonna die.
Or else,
literally,
death.
literally. And then Wednesday asks Eden to stay on the low, which doesn't last long at all because Enid tries to
Here
go
comes the
out.
comedy.
Here comes the comedy. Eden tries to go out as Wednesday with makeup on, but realizes that
I no, I think so. That comes a little bit later, but Enid goes to get the coffee, the like
oh, you're
unicorn
right.
frappuccino thing,
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
and she's like, she was kind of like, I don't think that she's actually allergic to color.
Right, because like who's allergic to color, right?
Random, but she has that allergic reaction.
Right. And then which Morticia tries to help her as Wednesday, which is crazy. This whole situation with the switch up and Morticia not realizing right away that Wednesday wasn't herself was weird to me. I just want to say that now because
Yeah, it was a little weird.
she doesn't ever suspect that Wednesday's not herself, but
And that's funny you mentioned that because someone that isn't Wednesday's personal assistant has suspicions, but Morticia
yeah.
doesn't.
Right. Agnes doesn't have well, Agnes has like she has an intuition that it's not right, but her mother who has psychic abilities can't see it, which I thought this was weird the whole rest of the episode after this because I'm like why would Wednesday drink a colorful perky
It
coffee?
looked like a. It didn't even look like coffee. It looked like a milkshake of some kind
Right. And I'm like, girl,
because it had like cotton candy. So when Morticia gives her the hand cream, the miracle hand cream, girl, can I hook me up with some of that
right,
hand
because
cream? Oh,
it like happened off the it happened
it happened fast.
super fast, and I'm like,
And
girl, I want
then
some.
she mentioned she's Morticia also gives her some kind of pill that looks like mushrooms.
Right, right,
I don't remember what. Enid as Wednesday is like she just ran out or something, and Morticia's like, "Oh, I stopped by the apothecary to get your refill."
right.
Yeah, why does Morticia not?
I don't get
Anyway,
it. I
I
don't
don't
get
get
it,
it
and
either.
I don't get it. It makes no sense. But moving forward in the episode, we go back to the hides, and Isaac goes to Judy's place, kills her, takes her badge with him to go reunite with his sister and Tyler, which Tyler doesn't know about this man. And
Not yet,
then
anyway.
not yet, not until he gets there, and Fran's like, "Oh, this is your uncle." And then Isaac is there in
That
hopes.
interaction was kind of weird too.
It was. I agree. I so agree. But now we know Isaac is here hoping to save his sister from the Hyde curse because she's been coughing up blood. She's on her way out of this world.
And it's funny too because like we had meant, I want to say in like an earlier episode, we were kind of warned about. Oh, was it the last week where they kind of explained Hyde's a little bit more?
Right. Yeah.
That like psychosis kicks in, all of that. So this must be this must be one of the side effects because I think it was Capri who said that eventually the Hyde would die.
Yes, it was.
And then um Fran Miss Fran needs, so when she was in Willow Hill, they were giving her that some kind of drug to slow down the like process.
Right, but she wasn't becoming a Hyde that we know of unless they were forcing her to.
Which
So,
wouldn't surprise me, if I'm being
which
honest.
me either, but we never see it, so we don't know what happened. But yeah, but now she's not on it. Now she's like quickly succumbing to the Hyde curse. And Isaac mentions that the machine that was built, Augustus was using to make normies powerful and giving normies power, and Isaac thinks he could change it and fix it to take away power instead of give it. And they
What
can,
is going on?
I don't know, the fucking spooks, girl, the fucking spooks.
What is happening?
So now Isaac wants to adjust the machine's abilities to not give power but take it away, and he thinks he can.
Right.
Which, ooh, girl, interesting.
Isaac is very. I'll give him credit and say, yeah, he's definitely got genius in him, but I also see arrogance.
I see it too. I see that as well. And I agree fully. It is giving arrogant AF. It's giving arrogant AF. But we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. It's not good. We'll see what happens. So we go back to school again, and Wednesday and Enid continue to be kind of messy in each other's bodies. Capri finds Wednesday as Enid playing the cello or whatever it is. I think it's cello.
Yes, I believe it is cello, and
Died.
I was living
Me
for the
too.
fact that it was Back in Black.
I think it was. Yes. 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 Yes.
Just like the audio for it. Oh my god, it was.
It
I
was
was
so good.
living. I was living for this cello solo.
I loved it too, and then Capri mentions that she
She
didn't
didn't
know
know.
Enid play.
Yeah.
Enid could play, and Enid says only when I need to think, but it was very Wednesday. And Capri kind of gave her an eye, like, okay. And she even said, "You're acting like Wednesday."
Yeah, like why is everybody clocking it almost, but not?
Morticia, yeah.
I mean, there is a point in the episode that Morticia kind of starts to figure it out,
Right.
but not for a while.
Yeah, and then all these other characters are clocking it right away. But
Yeah.
Capri mentions the alpha again to Enid, in which Wednesday, as Enid is surprised to hear this because she hasn't heard it yet, and now she's like, "Oh my god, my friend has been hiding this from me."
All the
And then
tea that's getting spilled unintentionally.
crazy, so much. And then Wednesday, shocked, begins to leave the room, but then sees Rosalind's portrait on the wall, and then remembers everything that her grandma had told her. And now she's like, "We got to clock in. We
Yeah.
don't have a lot of
What do
time.
we do?
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time now." So she goes. Okay, this is the weirdest. This is the craziest part for me. So she goes to the cottage to go snoop around Rosalind's items, but then finds her mother's books that she didn't know about either, which is crazy. Which is crazy because uh Wednesday wants to write a book, but now she knows her mother has written books, and she's like, "Well, how long has this been going on for?"
Yeah, that was funny.
It was funny, and she's like clocking like, "My mother's an author, and I want to be. So why hasn't my mother helped me?"
Well, like, and the thing is, like, I believe that there was. She made a comment about grandmama saying the book was awful
Mm-hmm.
or something. And
Mm-hmm.
so she decided to like ghostwrite with a different name.
Yes, it's interesting to me.
I find it funny because of something that happens later.
It's very interesting. But as Wednesday finds the book, we see Rosalind show up to warn her that you only got until dawn to fix this. You better get on it, girl.
You're running out of time, girly.
Yeah, she's like, "You're running out of time." And then right after that, Morticia walks in, shooketh as hell that Enid is snooping around the cottage, and she is surprised, but also thinks that Wednesday sent her to do so, which Wednesday sent herself to do so. Hee hee.
And then the other thing that happened was, are we there yet? I think we are. No, we're not. Do 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 do. Oh, so we have all of that going on. And then we have Thing telling Enid about a support group he is going to.
Mhm.
And while that's happening, Enid decides to look at Wednesday's novel.
Mhm.
And what does she discover?
Girl, she discovers that Wednesday didn't have the best things to say about her.
No, like what was Wednesday's Viper in the book? But what's
I forget what Enid was.
Enid's character?
I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't good. The description of her was not good,
No.
and
We
Enid
write
got
what we
mad.
know.
And Enid got pissed and upset because she's like, "This is how she thinks of me." Oh,
Then
girl,
I'm going to give the world everything that.
girl.
Well, Enid is sabotaging Wednesday's life.
We jump back to the opening scene now because Enid is like, if this is how she thinks of me, this is what she's getting. So now Enid's up in arms, jumping around, going back and dancing around, hugging people, doing this, doing that, all in color as Wednesday.
I die.
And it kind of bites her in the ass because the allergy comes back, but it's worse.
Way worse.
And then she passes out, which is crazy.
That was crazy. And then while all that is going on, Wednesday overhears Bruno as Enid. And Bruno is a cheating ass hoe.
We hate a cheating SO.
Lord have mercy. But he doesn't realize that Miss Enid was speaking Tangalong.
I don't know what.
Tangalong. It was Filipino speak, so I think it's Tangalong.
Sure. I don't know. Clock us if we're wrong.
I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. And basically, Wednesday breaks up with him
As
because
Enid.
it's a lying ass show. He has a girlfriend. Not that.
Right. And then we also know that Enid learns a lot about Wednesday because of a conversation that she has with Agnes. And then Enid is mad because Agnes wants to steal Wednesday as her best friend. That Enid, as Wednesday, tells Agnes that she is not actually Wednesday's friend and just someone she uses when she needs, which leads
self-sabotaging.
Which actually kind of helps the storyline if we're being honest, because it leads Agnes to go to that support group that Thane went to because she feels like she's the most invisible she's ever felt, and that she thought that coming to the school people would see her, but she feels like that's not the case. And the
everybody has had like their first years at Nevermore seem to be the roughest.
Right. I agree. And I feel for Agnes in this moment. I actually do.
Kind of going through this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Agnes. But that's that's confusing to me a little bit because remember at the beginning of the season when we first meet Agnes, she's hanging out with those two girls.
Yeah.
Where are the girls?
Well, she does bring one to help Wednesday, the shapeshifter. But yeah, exactly. But I think Agnes, I feel for Agnes officially at this point with that scene.
Agnes's actress is so good.
I agree. I actually kind of like the character now.
You know, it was actually kind of, for me, it was weird to see Wednesday with color. Like, I had a
Yeah.
hard time picturing Jenna Ortega like that,
Yeah.
especially past her usuals.
Yeah.
But
I
yes,
agree. I agree. And
it was a little out of body experience for me.
right. Fair. Very fair. But yes, we feel for Agnes now, but then we jump to Enid at this dinner with the Adams, and she is flopping the bag big time.
I
Flopping the bag.
I'm 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 Enid with ugh,
Yeah, I am too. Like, I could not be
it was
there.
like no.
No, I wouldn't have gone. She shouldn't have gone.
I feel like it was kind of forced on her though.
It was. It was. There's no way she couldn't have gone, but I understand, excuse me, that she's she has to be Wednesday, but she's failing and
Miserably.
miserably. And Morticia and Gomez call both Pugsley and Wednesday out at this time to say that they're both lying to them, so it's time to confess the lies. And now Enid's stressing because she thinks it's about her being Wednesday and not Wednesday being Wednesday. But in reality, Pugsley admits that he lied about
Same slurp
helping,
that night.
yeah, saving Slurp. And then Morticia calls out the fact that there's an entity following Wednesday. Enid thinks it's her, but in reality, it's Weems, which Weems shows herself finally and then exposes that Wednesday and Enid have switched bodies now. And Morticia tells Enid, she's like, makes sense. You need
Now
to
it makes
go.
sense.
Yeah, now, which is crazy that it took this long. But
Go to
now she's
those
like,
Lupin cages.
yeah, go to the Lupin cages, get Wednesday out, and you guys got to figure it out now.
ASAP.
Like, get it together. Get it together, girl, which is crazy. And she was so serious about it, too. It was wild.
I have a like, how did Weems show herself to Morticia? Because I thought Weems was Wednesday spirit guide.
I think because they're family, right? I think she showed herself to the whole room. I even think Enid could see her at this point.
I'm not 100%. I don't, like, that's something I wouldn't mind clarity on,
True.
but
True. Because was it
it
only
happened.
Morticia? Was it only Morticia that saw her?
But like, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because
Good take.
in episode 7, it looks like Weems is there.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm kind of
true.
confused.
Me too, actually. But we know that Weems does. At least Morticia could see her. We don't know if Pugsley, Gomez, and Enid can see her, but we know Morticia can. And then we go back to the school where Isaac is there now, and then he shows up to Orloff's little room or whatever classroom. I think it's his classroom where he
I think it is
steals.
too.
I think it is, but he steals that power source that he helped build from
Yeah.
Orloff, which would kill him anyway. But then he proceeds to say, "Just kidding, I'm gonna eat you anyway, so you're gonna die regardless."
Yeah, because I think Orloff was the last piece to turning him human when he ate him.
Yeah,
Because he
I
was
agree.
partially human. Like, for the most part, he was, but there were like pieces of like, he didn't look full on, but by the end of the episode, he is.
Right, I agree. And Agnes sees all this happen, which is crazy. But lucky for
How did
her,
he not sense her in the room?
I don't think he can sense. I don't think he has the ability to sense entities.
Even though
But
he is an entity?
yeah, I don't think he can sense entities. He knows she was there because she screamed. He just couldn't see her.
But
But he's not psychic. He can't feel a person in the room. I don't think he can.
it makes me wonder, like, in a school with so many special abilities, how was she getting away with being invisible and in rooms so much, is what I'm trying to say. Like, how are you not sensing something?
Because you're not everyone's psychic ability. Like, not everyone has the
I
ability
guess
to feel
so.
other entities, which I
Maybe.
don't think Isaac can.
No, I don't
So
think
he
he can, but I was just like, Agnes was sneaking up on so many people, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
And I'm like, how?
the only one I question not feeling it is Wednesday because she is psychic ability, and out of every character we know as a student in the school, we don't know any other psychic abilities. There's other abilities, but no one else has a psychic ability where they could
Right.
feel someone else. I think Wednesday's the only one that we know of. So, in that
How
regard,
did
I
she
think
know her?
yeah, how that's the only one I question is how did she not like feel it? But maybe Agnes has more to the invisibility than we think, I guess. I don't know, but Isaac doesn't see her, but she follows Isaac, in which she goes and gets in the trunk of a car that they're all in, where she finds Judy's dead body,
Yee.
proceeds to freak out, call Enid, which I don't even know how she has Enid's number because they don't like each other at this point, and
Yeah,
gives
I don't know.
I don't know either, and I don't understand it. But she calls Enid, and she's like, "Hey, I'm in the car. There's a dead body here. I'm giving you my location." And they realize they're going to Willow Hill, so it's like time to act quickly.
Unless Agnes had maybe it's possible that Agnes seen the number in the phone or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Because she
True.
was in the room
Yeah.
and that's how she kind of maybe had the number.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like she saw Enid as Wednesday on Enid's phone. Yeah.
Yeah. Because out of everybody, she sensed it almost right away. She was like,
Girl, yeah.
sus.
Yeah, she did. She did. And yeah, I kind of love Agnes now, even though she's weird, but
She's weird in a good way.
she's weird in a good way. And also, I
Like,
think
I want
Wednesday,
more tea on her.
me too.
Like, she's a character that they introduced this season where I'm like, I'd like to know more.
I do too. And we know that Wednesday kind of cares about her because when Enid says we need to fix the curse, Wednesday said only after we save Agnes.
Right.
And then they go to Willow Hill, and then Agnes gets captured by Tyler and locked up. But Wednesday and Enid are here to save the day, girl. They're here to save the day. After they break Agnes out, Tyler finds all three of them in the room that he locked her in and starts attacking them, whips fucking Enid to the side. And then Wednesday is like, not today, baby, and starts woofing out. And while she's doing that, Agnes goes invisible girl and starts pulling all the levers, pulling all the pulleys, freaking up all of this machine that him and Isaac have
There's a glitch
fixed.
in that system.
There's a glitch, baby, a glitch. There's a glitch in the system, baby. And now it's all going crazy.
It went haywire.
The machine's going haywire. Wednesday goes wolf, full wolf in Enid's body and almost kills Tyler. But Enid snaps her out of it and says, "We gotta leave, girl, right now."
She wolfed out pretty easily. Like, it seemed like it was an everyday thing for her.
Which I thought that it would fuck her up if she did that. Like
Right.
I thought Wednesday was going to be dead, honestly, but she didn't die. And I think wolfing out as a non-wolf, you would die because it breaks every bone in your body, right? That's what we know about werewolf,
Yeah.
right? So I thought it was crazy that she survived, let alone wolfed out in general. Right? Like that I was shook.
Yeah, that is weird to me.
Maybe it was just because it was in Enid's body that Enid's body was used to it, even though it wasn't Enid. I don't know, but it was weird.
They also give like when it comes to werewolves, they've emphasized that they can't do anything unless it's a full moon.
Right, which is more inclining to Enid being not a regular werewolf.
Right.
Because it hasn't been a full moon, but she's wolfed
No,
out twice now.
Yeah, because they had mentioned in earlier episodes where they were like, "Are you kidding me? You can't wolf out. It's not a full moon." Like
Right.
they kept referencing it. So what?
Right, which is crazy. What do you guys think? Because this whole situation with the werewolfing and Wednesday becoming a werewolf and Enid's body, but Wednesday becoming okay afterwards, it's all crazy. What do you guys think? Because I don't know what to think, honestly, and I
I
don't think
don't
either
know
of us.
either. I'm kind of like, um, what?
Yeah, me too.
The more
What?
now, like the more that I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, huh? Because they definitely emphasized a lot this season that it needs to be a full moon to wolf out.
Yeah,
And obviously, like we know, she's pretty like it's a given. They wouldn't be leaning into alpha, alpha, alpha so much as if it wasn't true.
right, right.
So, and then I thought there was a warning that if you wolf out at like a certain thing, you permanently stay a werewolf.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So how often, like when, at what stage does that happen?
Good question. Maybe we'll find out in episode season 3. Maybe we'll find out. But good question.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah, it's all weird, guys. It is. This episode has a lot of questions, more than I thought I had, but now I have so many questions, and
Well,
I
yeah,
think we
like
both know
plot holes.
many, many.
And the more we've talked about this show, I've noticed it.
Hmm.
Whereas I didn't notice it like this before.
No, me either. I think there are a lot of plot holes, and I'm like, girl, what? What we doing? What we doing? I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
Netflix,
Netflix.
tell us what we're
Miss
doing.
Tim Burton, are you
Yeah,
out there?
are you out there, Daddy? Oh wait, what? No, I'm just kidding,
I mean,
girl. I mean, with that money, you can be whatever you want.
oh my god, I'm dying.
But now we're at the end of this episode, guys. We finally made it. There's a lot going on in this episode. It was a really good episode, but now we know that Agnes is happy to realize that Wednesday wasn't actually Wednesday. It was Enid the whole time.
She got her confirmation.
Yeah, she got her confirmation that, oh, their friendship's not over yet. But when it comes to Wednesday and Enid, they go back to the gravestone. They spilled all the tea that we all know that they know now, and then they talk about the strengths that they see in each other, which reverses the curse, and then they finally get switched back just in the nick of time, but at a cost. They did all this. Wednesday
At a
effed up
cost.
again. Wednesday messed up again. Weems pops up again at the very end of the episode and says, Enid's not in danger anymore, but now an
And
Adams
Adams
must
is.
die. An Adams must die, but we don't know who. So who do we think it is? Who do you guys think it is? Or let us know. Who do you think it is?
Who do I think it is?
Yes.
Like, if I had to pick an Adams right now, I would say Pugsley.
I would say Wednesday, but I could see Pugsley too.
Because I don't know. Here's the thing. Like, is this Adams actually like is it an Adams we know from
Yeah,
this show?
right.
Could it be an extended family member?
Right. We don't know. We have no idea.
So
Could it be Fester? He's gone right
where
now.
the hell is Fester?
Right.
Oh, Fester Fleed. I get it.
With his girlfriend.
He's wanted.
He fled with his girl.
Um yeah, I feel like it could be Pugsley.
I would
But
be
really,
sad.
it could be all of them.
It could
Like,
be all of them.
it
Right
could
now,
be
we
any of
don't
them.
know. It could be any. So, what do you guys think? Who do you believe is in danger in the Adams family? Let us know in the comments down below. But that is the episode. What did we feel? Do you have any final comments? It was
Uh,
crazy.
it was crazy. I think I mentioned it in a previous episode where I was like, yeah, episode 6 was one of my favorite episodes so far.
Mhm. It is. It's one of mine
Um,
too.
I know, like, we have 2 episodes left. We're going full steam. Um, yeah, it's interesting. And I rewatched it last night. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I love the like reference to like kind of like a Freaky Friday fr- Freaky Friday vibes. Like that was the first thing I got. And what I really enjoyed about this episode was they each kind of have a better understanding of what makes each other them.
Right. I agree.
Like the whole allergic reaction thing, I think now Enid knows that it's not just like a front, that she's
Right.
actually allergic, which is an allergy I've never heard of. But
Right. This
yeah, I think there's like a little more understanding between both of them. And I think this will just enhance their friendship now moving forward.
I think so too.
I feel like it's less. Yeah, I think it's gonna going forward. I think it's good for them,
Yeah. I do too.
and I'm excited to see where episodes 7 and 8 go. I mean, I
Mhm.
already know, but what are you hoping to see out of these last 2 episodes?
Well, I know most of everything too.
I forgot.
So I'm not gonna say because I know a lot more than I should at this point, but I love this episode as well. I think it was one of my favorite episodes. There was a lot going on. I love the Freaky Friday stuff. There was also some drag stuff when um
Uh,
there was like the
the
sashay
sachet.
away. Yeah, the sashay away kind of comment. So I think they did really do some pop culture here with the music as well, with Blackpink and artists. There was another artist that was a big one too that they used. I think this was really pop culture, very campy. But I'm excited to see the next episodes, and we will be back for those very soon. I'm excited.
Same time next week.
Yes, girl. Let's go. Let's close it out, girl. You up? You up? You're on it.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below what was your favorite part of this episode. Let's try to keep, I mean, it's been out a little while, but in the comments, try not to spoil too much. Give a warning, and we will see you guys next week at the same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Mhm.